What's going, guys? Welcome to Nifty Tech, and today in this video I'm going to teach you guys on how to animate images, or let's say to make the image come to life by moving them, or sort of like like making them appear larger with time or smaller with time to make it more livelier. All right, in Adobe Premiere Pro CC. Okay, so let's get this started with. These are the effects that I really want to teach you by the end of this video. Okay, moving from left to right, bottom to top, and making it bigger, making it smaller. Okay, these are just random for right now, but you can actually tweak the images according to your ways in due time in order to make it even more creative on your own version. Okay, so today I am actually going to talk about the basics right away. First of all, you need to have an image. Okay, so let's say I have chosen this image. I want to animate this image. Okay, so how can I do that? Okay, so first of all, let's try to get on to the beginning part. Okay, the blue cursor right over here responds to the blue cursor on the effect controls panel. Okay, right over here. So if you kind of use the blue cursor right over here, it actually is limited just within the file itself. Okay, so that makes the movement of your blue cursor very controlled and limited. Okay, so I will be using this one right over here rather than this one, because this might actually be a little bit inaccurate. Okay, and this file is this file. Okay, this file is this file. So now after clicking on, or let's say selecting the file that we want to do the image, all we need to do is first to go in the motion effect. Okay, right over here. But before that one, I want to show you guys right now the image is motionless. Okay, it's stationary, it doesn't have life into it. Okay, so now let's move on to the motion, and it's the position that we are gonna discuss right now, and we will be discussing about the scale later on. You can even work with the rotation as well, it's really up to you, but right now let's discuss about the position. Okay, so first of all, let's try to animate the position. Okay, so let's try to move it from left to the right. Okay, so first click on this timer. Okay, this is the thing called toggle animation. It has an appearance of a timer, or let's say a stopwatch. Okay, and this is what actually it does, like in the due length of time, it actually makes the image to act in a certain way how you have designed it to do. Okay, so that's what it means. So first of all, if you want to move it from left to right, obviously it needs to be at left at first, right? So let's try to move the image to the left. Okay, so this is what we are gonna do. Okay, right over here. Okay, so selecting this one and then like clicking and holding and then moving on to the left side, images the move to the left side. Okay, so that's how we are gonna do. The image is already hidden, and now let's move on to the final part. Okay, so move this cursor, this one, the blue, on to the right side. Okay, like this. Okay, at the end of this video. Okay, so after you have done that one, what you are actually gonna do is move the image to the rightmost side. Okay, that's all you need to do. Okay, and now what is gonna happen is that like there are like two time frames or keyframes that has already been developed. Okay, the first one is right over here, the second one is right over here. Okay, and after that what's gonna happen is that like within those time keyframe, this toggle animation will now animate the image. Okay, so now let's see it. Okay, look at that, guys, look at that. Now we have already got the effect that we want, moving from left to the right. Okay, how easy is that? How easy is that, guys? How easy is that? Okay, now let's try to move the same image from right to the left. Okay, that's gonna be really easy again. Okay, so at first what you need to do is right over here, obviously click on the position first. Okay, and then this one, toggle animation. After clicking on the toggle animation, move the image to the rightmost part. Okay, at the end of the like at the beginning of the image. All right, and now move this blue cursor, okay, the blue line, to the end of the image. Okay, after you have moved it to the end of the image, okay, what you are actually gonna do is move it to the leftmost side. Okay, just like that, just like that, just like that, and make it hide. Okay, right over there. Okay, so after that one, what's gonna really happen is that it's gonna move from the right to the left. Okay, so let's roll back. This is from the left to the right and right to the left. Okay, so what if you want to actually make the transition much slower? Okay, what if you want to do it much slower? Okay, if that is the case, then let's say you can increase the length of the video. Okay, or let's say the image, increase the length of the image. And what you can actually do is, now see the keyframe is right over here, okay, for the first image, because like the length has been increased and the keyframe actually lies right now. Now what you can do is, either you can relocate, okay, relocate that keyframe, and you can see that, you know, the image actually moves very slowly, which might be the effect that you want. Or if you want to make it even move so slowly, then you have to increase the size, or let's say the length of your image, okay, right over there. So I can actually delete that one as well, and then make or create a new keyframe. Okay, so right over here, okay, right over here at the end of the video, what I'm actually gonna do is, for this, okay, is that I want to make it positioned to the rightmost part. Okay, so right over there, and it will also create the keyframe right that way. You can actually click and drag, or you can actually create a new keyframe. Okay, so this is what you are gonna get. Okay, so easy guys, so easy. Okay, this is how you are supposed to manage the speed of your animation. Now let's try to move this same image from bottom to top. Okay, so how are we gonna do that? Okay, it's nearly the same process as well. Oh my god, what's really happening? Hey. Okay, so there's some issue. Okay, so anyways, what we are gonna do is, let's click on here. Okay, we have this image right over here, stationary, and now what we are gonna do is go to the beginning of this image, click on the position, this toggle animation, okay, and then after that move it to the bottom. All right, yes, hide it to the bottom, and then after that move on to the endmost part. Okay, and then after that what you have to do is hide it. Okay, hide it onto the top. Okay, move it to the top and hide it. Okay, so that's what we are actually gonna do. And just look at this, guys, just look at this amazing animation, guys. You have already moved enemies from the bottom to the top. Okay, that's how easy it is. And same goes with the top to the bottom as well. Okay, when you are going to do this, again click this toggle animation at the left hand side of the position, and then after that move it to the up. Okay, moving your cursor to the left. Okay, right over here, by clicking on this one right over here and click and hold, and if you move it to like left, it's gonna move your image to the up. Okay, after that one, move your blue cursor to the rightmost side, and then after that what you are actually gonna do is increase the value of your, you know, the vertical aspect of your image. Okay, right over there. So now it's 1568 right over here, and the image has already set down. Okay, so if we are gonna animate this one, this is how it's gonna look, guys. This is how it's gonna look. So easy, guys, so easy. All right, and now what we are actually gonna do is, let's try different way. Okay, why not increase the size of the image? Okay, why not try to make the image pop up or pop down, okay, or pop away, or zoom in or zoom out. that's what we are gonna say, zoom in or zoom out. Okay, so let's click on this image, and then after that, instead of position, now we are gonna go to scale. Okay, this is the scale. So let's see how we can go into, like, you know, zooming in. Okay, so I think it's zooming in means like from small to big, right? So let's try to make our image small. Okay, so hold on to the value. Okay, and then after that drag it to the left. Okay, by dragging it to the left, you will decrease the size of your image. Okay, like now let's put it at 67, and now let's move on to the end part. And after moving on to the end part, you can actually increase the scale of your video to a very large size like this. Okay, So after this, let's see how it's actually gonna work. Okay, so look at that, guys, look at that. Okay, these are the things that you might be actually seeing in a very like how to say, like cheaply created videos in YouTube, where the images are just used. I'm like only the images are used to create a video. Okay, and because like the images are already making the motion effect, so like it's actually occupying you. Okay, I mean like it's really occupying your attention at that point. So that's really amazing, guys. I mean like with very less effort you are actually making a very marvelous effect, guys. This is so amazing. Okay, and same goes with zooming out. Okay, so let's try to do a zoom out effect. Okay, so obviously at first our scale is gonna be really big, like let's this, and then after that at the end of the image, okay, or let's say at the end of the animation, our scale should be lower. Okay, like let's say 80. Okay, this is gonna be happening like this. Okay, so like that, guys, like that. Just look at that. Oh my god, isn't this amazing, guys? Okay, so this is how you are supposed to animate a stationary image. Okay, this is so easy, guys. And even you can actually animate a single image in varieties of ways. It's really up to you on how you want to improve like position and scaling. Okay, or you can actually make a combo of both. Could be. It's quite possible. So let's say I want to position from left to the right. Okay, so let's do it from left. Okay, and to the and what we are gonna do is to the rightmost side. At the rightmost side, what we are gonna do is we are gonna make this image move from here to here, whereas also at the same time what we are gonna do is let's try to scale the image. Okay, scale the image as well from a little bit lesser size, okay, to the higher size. Okay, right over here, higher size. Okay, so maybe 111. Okay, so let's see how it's gonna work out. Okay, let's see how it's gonna work out. Okay, just look at that, guys, look at that. Okay, when it's actually transforming from left to the right, the image actually looked much bigger. Okay, it's really huge. Okay, so those are the effects that you can actually move that you can create as well, like to make, or let's say to be more creative, to make a video more presentful. Okay, that's how it is, guys. And now what we are actually gonna do is let's try to make some kind of weird movements as well. Okay, so let's say like varieties of keyframes within a image. Okay, so right over here let's try to do it, and then we can actually obviously let's try to put the scale right over here, and then after that let's go into the position. Okay, so right over here let's click on the position, and then in the first position I want the image where to be here. Okay, so this is gonna be the position of my image at first, and about this point I want my image to be at this part. Okay, and then at this point I want my image to be at this part. Okay, and then after that at this point I want my image to be at this part. Okay, and then finally at the end of this image I want my image to be like on this part. Okay, guys, this one. So let's try to animate it. Okay, so how it's gonna actually do. So right over there, guys, look at that. Okay, I think you have already seen this kind of effect on screensaver. Okay, so I would love to say it as a screensaver animation. Okay, so guys, just be like creative with this kind of effects, and obviously in no time you will get used to it, and then you can have your own way of doing things out. Maybe there are so many things that you might want to know on how to do it, or let's say how to make a certain type of pattern or stuff like that. If you are still not able to do that, please let me know in the comment section below. I will really try to look into it, and if I can do it I would obviously try let you know how to do it. All right, but for today this is it, guys. I think this might have helped you a lot. Okay, and Thank you for watching my video guys, and see you guys in the next video.